This headline caught my attention, but I cannot say I'm surprised by it because in show business and in media, these types of things happen a lot. That's the unfortunate nature of that business, I have to say. So it doesn't surprise me now. We don't know if this is really true, but the headline is that Skip Bayless, Fox Sports, and Joy Taylor are being sued in this civil lawsuit. And Skip Bayless is one of the main defendants in this lawsuit, along with Joy Taylor. So he's being accused of sexual assault. And I'm just going to read the headlines. Read this excerpt from this article about what's going on. So here goes. After starting work on the Undisputed Morning Show starring Bayless, the suit alleges that he began giving Faraji lingering hugs and kisses on the cheek while putting his body against hers and pressing against her breasts. The single mother alleges she repeatedly told Bayless she was not interested in him and did not date at work. She also claims she told Bayless she was suffering from ovarian cancer after developing issues with her left ovary in an effort to halt his advances. Instead, Bayless became more aggressive over the years, according to the suit. He allegedly offered Faraji $1.5 million to have sex with him and claimed he could change her life. The suit also claims Bayless accused Faraji of sleeping with Shannon Sharpe, his co-star on Undisputed. As the suit alleges, approximately 1 week later, Mr. Bayless made another advance at Ms. Faraji. Ms. Faraji responded, "Skip, stop, you have a wife." Mr. Bayless responded, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives?" Ms. Faraji responded that her father was dead, and when Mr. Bayless looked taken back, she made an excuse to leave. During her time at Fox, Faraji alleges she made multiple complaints to the Human Resources and Employee Relations departments. So we don't really know what went down, obviously. Just there's always that old saying, innocent until proven guilty. But these types of things happen in, I would say, not just in media and TV, but in corporate America. You have situations where this stuff happens where a person in a senior position exerts power over, a woman in a lower position to get sexual advances. Obviously, definitely it's not right. It's definitely wrong, and no one has the right to do this. So I definitely do not approve of that type of behavior. It's very disgusting behavior. But unfortunately, we don't know who's telling the truth, who's right or who's wrong. So there's been situations where men have been accused of something, and it's been proven later on that they actually did not do what they were accused of, and it was just a woman trying to get a money bag out of this. But the way I'll address the situation with Skip is that it's interesting that in this lawsuit, it's claiming that Skip was also upset at Shannon Sharpe. He wasn't upset, but he accused Faraji of sleeping with Shannon Sharpe. So that's what he allegedly accused her of her doing. And, it's possible. I definitely can believe that could have happened, to be honest. And it could also explain this Bayless becoming upset at Skip later on towards the end of that show. That feud they had, he could have been taking it out on him indirectly of being frustrated. He couldn't get this woman while Shannon was able to get her easily. That stuff can definitely happen between colleagues. Heck, it can happen with friends when they're trying to compete to get this one woman. Unfortunately, that stuff happens at all ages. I can definitely say that. So maybe he was jealous. That's a possibility. It wouldn't surprise me. It doesn't matter how old you get. There's just some guys who are just jealous of other guys when they can get the woman that they desire. So that's definitely a possibility. I do laugh at that if that's actually true. Not at the fact that he went after this woman, just the fact that Skip was angry at Shannon for being able to smash her when he couldn't get her. Just that to me is funny in that regard. But it does show that if it's true that Skip is an ODB, that he is a nasty old man, just the accusation of him allegedly offering to pay her $1.5 million to have sex, that is some ODB shit. It also shows that Skip, if this is true, has become really old and senile. seriously, at any age, no woman is worth that much money. I just don't care how attractive they are. They could be a Victoria's Secrets model, and it's just no. 1.5 million is just insane. It's absurd. That's why, part of it could be untrue, but you just never know. These old guys are crazy with their money. Who knows? Just anything's a possibility. But I looked at this woman's Instagram page. I at least wanted to see if she was attractive, and I would just say this: she's just average, as they would say, average at best. When you look at her, she's a little bit thick, so just yeah, I didn't see anything remarkable about her when I was looking at her pictures on our IG page that would make her worth that much money to offer just for one night. But you never know with these old guys; they are twisted in the head, so it's a possibility. But I also found it interesting how Joy Taylor was named in this lawsuit. And from some of the articles I've heard, allegedly Joy Taylor bullied her about the situation when she complained to Joy Taylor, and she pretty much told her to just shut her mouth and that she doesn't care and to get over it. So that wouldn't surprise me either. Joy Taylor is a very aggressive personality from what I've seen in her interviews. She seems like an in-your-face type of woman, despite being attractive. I think she masks it pretty well with her looks, but I can see through it. Just she is a very aggressive, in-your-face woman, so it wouldn't surprise me, especially if she's, especially with her business relationship she might have with Skip. She might not care that this woman is a victim. So that's the crude side of business in general, that someone could see you suffering, but they don't want to help you because they feel that could affect their bottom line. That could have been the case with Joy Taylor. It's a possibility. And to be fair to them on the other side, this woman could be lying. She could be trying to get a come up. We don't know. So that's also a possibility when I look at this. One thing about Skip is that this man was a bachelor for most of his life. Like, he didn't get married until 2016, according to this Wikipedia page. And he was born in 1951, so that means he was around 65 when he first got married. But prior to that, he was never married, and Skip has always claimed that he had this bachelor lifestyle where he was just fooling around. Just that's what he claims. So this guy was pretty much a bachelor for most of his life, and if you think about it, just his behavior prior to getting married, it's kind of hard to get rid of that behavior if that's been who you are your whole entire life. Not to say there's anything wrong with just playing the field, but maybe he got bored with his wife. Maybe he couldn't stand to be a single man any longer and just wanted to relive what his life was prior to being married. It's a possibility. I would say that. I wouldn't be surprised, but none of this surprises me. Just I wish we knew the truth. Who's telling the truth? Just we don't know. We'll see how this goes, what evidence this woman has against Skip, if she has anything that shows it. Or if she doesn't, then, that will exonerate him. But if she does, it's a really bad look for Skip. He's been on the decline the last few years. I felt Skip's shtick was always hating on LeBron. And I say this as someone who's not a LeBron fan, but I thought at times his hatred of him was outrageous, just all the time, 24/7. And I just felt he ran out of things, and just the show he had fell apart the moment Shannon Sharp left. Just he didn't have much after that, and now just he's kind of been irrelevant, I would say. So he doesn't have much going for him right now. That's one thing I would say. And if it comes out to be true, this definitely tarnishes his legacy. Just I don't see how he bounces back from this. Just heck, it may cut his lifespan down tremendously since he is not young. These traumatic events, especially at his old age, can shorten your life. Just studies have shown that when you occur a traumatic event like this at that type of age, it's hard to come back from. But it will be very interesting to see how this turns out. That's all I'm going to say.